Ross, the start was strong from your team. What was more challenging, what was more decisive, the way Adelaide responded at quarter time or the weather? Which changed it more for you?
Yeah, I don't think you can put it down to the weather. Although I think they handled the conditions better, so which is disappointing to be able to say that. So yeah, it was to come into state and have a really positive first quarter, and you like to silence the crowd and take that and feel good about it. We did that. And there's a very much because of the conditions territory game. So stoppages and clearances become a big part of that. So the first quarter we got really good territory and locked it in our front half and scored off that. What they did do, and then the second quarter we lost stoppage and then they had the repeat entry. So that was difficult in that respect. But what they did do early, like that first quarter and early in the second, was they took some really good half chances. That's what they did do, a couple of snaps, and because I think we'd had double the amount of shots. It was like 10-5 or something like that. So that's always not a bad indicator. And then they gradually just, because they locked us in, we did a couple of things that made us a bit more vulnerable at stoppage early in the third quarter, and it ended up we were 1-8. So we got rid of that, evened it up, and we got some clearances going. Then there was just a couple of big moments when we were in, you know, like a couple of cough-ups. They went back, but we felt they had the better of that quarter in the third as well. So really from half-time, I thought they dominated ground position. You know, we were like 11 possession gains in the attacking mid, they were 22. Like, you know, so their tackling was a bit stronger, their ground position, their clearance work. And if you just look at pure numbers, they scored from their centre forward stoppages really strongly, something like 3-6. So that's a bit about contest ahead of the ball, a little bit about spread from, because it's just contest to contest running. I think they only took 28. So if you look at the numbers, well, they take 28 uncontested marks. They probably took it a little bit late when we were rolling forward trying to score to open ourselves up. So if you think they didn't take marks, it was just territory. So therefore, you know, they've been cleaner and they've spread better, and they've contest ahead of the ball's been strong, and you know, the contest behind the ball was strong, clearly.
So when you say more vulnerable contest, is that because you have to take more risks because of the way the
Yeah, well, we rolled them forward. Like a defender come off, put one on, we said just run forward. So we had 7 forwards. You know, we had 7 forwards, and they had, you know, we had 5 backs to 6. So, but you just got to roll the dice a little bit. So, I mean, they come around and manned it up, but it just your backs start just going over the hill a bit just to try and score, but it didn't sort of work out. So it was disappointing. We're disappointed. Credit to the Crows that they, you know, kept their intensity and handled the conditions better. So, look, we want to gather ourselves quick, get back next week. You know, we'll be under the roof, ironically, where it's dry as a chip. So, but you know, you've got to be able to stand up in these conditions.
Is that about more the way in which you play that contest rather than what you plan in the week, because of the weather just throws so many plans out of the week?
Yeah, look, I said I've been to grand final days where it was hailing in the morning, and remember 09 was pretty tough conditions. So look, we've got to grow up and handle everything. We're disappointed. There's no venom post game, but you know, take the feedback. We need to improve. So that's probably our biggest loss in a while. Like, we've been in a lot of close games, and so look, we just want to get up and going. I don't even know who we play next week. You know, so. Yeah, we just got to continue to aim to grow.
Did you find it a little frustrating that insufficient intent became so strict on a night when it's probably harder to control the ball?
You're leading me down that path, are you? Like, look, I understand what they're trying to do. Yeah, I don't know, I have to go away and have a good look at it. It's a very difficult game to umpire. Yeah, you're talking about the prior and stuff. Oh, insufficient intent.
Insufficient.
Yeah, there was probably a couple, but that's not why we lost the game. Do you know what I mean? So look, it's very difficult. The umpire's going through a transition. You know, we'll all get through it, one way or the other. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Some of the positives from your side, Ross. What do you take out of them, Filippo?
Yeah, he's pleasing. Yeah, look, he wasn't as good as he was the week before, but did a couple of really nice things, didn't he? Yeah, Dawson, went to him in the second and probably got a little bit. So, yeah, we're investing a lot in Mateus. He's investing a lot in us. So, couldn't be prouder the way he's carried himself, gone back and developed, and you know, he's 4 days off being a first-year player this year. So, yeah, we're really pleased. He'll just, you know, you look around the league and you hear these players playing well, and it's like, oh, they're 4th year, they're 5th year. It takes time. So, yeah, we're really pleased.
Sub made for an injury reason?
Who?
Your substitution you made, was it for...
No, it was Riley Bond. I was just balance of the team. I said to Riley, keep your chin up. We got wingers, Wilson, Wood, Burns, Jones. So, yeah, it was nothing dramatic. Yeah, thank you.
And the phone?
Hey?
What state the phone in at the moment?
Well, it was pretty bodgy. I've waxed some phones harder than that. It just fell apart. How about you invest some infrastructure in the stadium? You got everything but a decent phone system. Thank you. Thank you.